We're going to take a quick look at the data set that's involved here. The entire data set, which is a little over 100 million entries of RUIs, were divided into 4 parts: the training set, the probe set, the quiz set, and the test set. You may say, why make it so complicated? For example, why don't we just make it into 2 sets, the training set and the test set? Well, it turns out this is a pretty smart arrangement. Okay. The training and probe set were made public, and they're just big enough that it becomes very interesting. It's small enough they can fit into a normal laptop in 2006. And then the quiz and test set, these data were hidden. Okay, only Netflix have the ground truth. The competitors in the prize did not have access to these actual data. So as far as our competitors, say you and I form a team, as far as we're concerned, we have access to training data, which is almost 100 million, plus 1.4 million of probe data. Since we have access to this data, we can just hide it as ground truth, train our algorithm, and then look at the recommendation accuracy on the probe set. It turns out that the probe set size and the statistical characteristics in terms of distribution of movie and user are very similar to the quiz set and the test set, which we don't know. So we can use this to test our methods as frequently as we want, many times a day. But then the actual competition result is not determined by this. It's determined by some unknown to us data known to Netflix. So we can submit our algorithm up to 1 time a day to the quiz set. Why a limitation? Because if we submit too many times, say every 50 seconds, we may have enough hint on the actual underlying data and reverse engineer the ground truth. Then that wouldn't be useful for Netflix. And once somebody can hit 10% improvement over SciMatch RMSE on the quiz set, it enters into the final call phase, and then the final result will be based on your performance in terms of RMSE on the test set. The leading teams are shown on the website. Now, I think the website is still alive. You can just Google Netflix prize based on their performance of RMSE on the quiz set. So basically, you use training set to train, probe set to test yourself, quiz set to test on a regular basis if you want, but not too frequently, and then the eventual result is on the test set. And you wonder, this 10% improvement, why not say 11%? Why not 9%? Well, I don't know how Netflix decided 10 is a good round number, but had it been 11%, it would have been a lot more challenging. So happens for this metric and this set of data, both the training and the test set, getting to 11% would have been extremely difficult, and getting to 9% would have been a little too easy. It's a good pick, 10% too, in hindsight.